Hey brother, I'm Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to turn her complaints into finding the operating instructions on your wife or partner. So this is a great video if you have the experience of your partner complaining a lot about how you show up, how you act. Is she saying to you, I don't feel like you're on my team, or you're working all the time and you don't pay enough attention to our marriage or relationship, or you're on your phone all the time, I feel like you're checked out. If any of those are true, or some other version of that where you feel like you're not enough for your partner and you're the constant object of her complaints, you're going to want to check this out. I'm going to give you some tools and tips that are going to help you turn that around. So up front, I experienced this for many years in a 20-year marriage where I felt like I was never enough for my wife. And it put me in a position where over time, what she thought of me became more important than what I thought of me. And that put me in a really weak position. And women pick up on this. When they feel that you are weak and they can just come after you with their complaints and character attacks, they're going to lay it on double heavy. And unconsciously, they are testing to see how strong of a man you are. Because at the end of the day, they want somebody who can stand by their side, who can be strong with them, not a guy who easily puts his tail between his legs and just kind of lays over and plays dead. Or a guy who comes back barking, screaming, attacking. Neither of those are going to put you in a good position with your partner, or are going to have her feeling like she can trust you. So the first step I want you to consider is, how is this about her more than it's about you? How is it about her expressing her needs for a trusted partner? And how can you use that to ask her for feedback? Instead of, I do this, I do that, you don't see me, I can't do anything more to be on your team. Just get curious. Like, hey, sweetie, tell me more. How do you feel like I'm not on your team? What are a few things that you'd like to see me do differently? Okay? So you get to get that feedback. She wants to give you those operating instructions right there. She's going to want you to get curious. She's going to want you to make that inquiry so that she becomes the priority. And it's not so much about defending or justifying yourself. And that's when you become trustworthy, brother. When she sees that you're making her a priority. Now, does that mean you roll over and play dead and do everything she asks of you? Of course not. It's very acceptable for you to say, hey, baby, I can do, these one or two things. This other thing's going to be a little bit tougher. Got a lot of work going on this week, but I'm going to make a point to keep track of that and revisit with you at another time. And if you do that, brother, it's on you to come back to her at a later time with that third thing and say, hey, is this still important to you? And when she feels like you're tracking her and that she's the priority in that way, complaints are going to drop. So start to look at how those complaints are feedback for you, and in them are the operating instructions so that you can start to figure out how to turn your relationship or marriage around. Because of course, you don't want to spend your days with a partner who's complaining about you all the time. Instead of barking or withdrawing, go towards, okay? Go towards, ask questions, be relational, be curious. How can I be on your team? I see that you want me to work less. And what do you want us to be doing instead during that time? Okay, how do you see us planning that time? Or, work's really challenging these next 2 weeks. Let's look at the third week. I put a reminder in my phone, third week, check in with my partner. I'm tracking this, I'm making it clear that she's a priority, because we're living in a time where if she does not feel like a priority, she's going to want to leave that marriage or relationship. And that's why we see today 90% of college-educated couples, the woman is initiating divorce. So be proactive, brother. Start looking at her complaints as a way to get curious and build trust with your partner or wife. Thanks so much for watching, brother. I hope this was helpful. Have a kick-ass day. Bye.